Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seaward Spooky Late Night Ghost Stories. And now, please welcome to wherever screen you are watching this on, Mr. Will Seaward. Hello, everybody!
Hello,
and welcome to Will Seaward's Spooky Ghost Stories with me, Will Seaward. Oh yes, you probably recognize me from my curly mustache and my impeccable sense of fashion, and also, oh, you probably recognize me from my luscious natural curly hair. Panthers. Now then, I understand that you want me to let you know of some spooky ghost stories. In fact, you want me to read from this book? Is that what you want? Oh no, but you don't understand. These are indeed very spooky ghost stories. Look at this book. It just says danger. Oh no, are you so let me try. Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Oh, there seems to be something very odd with this book. Very odd indeed. Let me just look closer. Let me just look closer to this. Oh no! What's going on? Oh, oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Help! The book! The book is attacking me! Oh no! Please, anyone help! Please!
That man was an imposter, and the Ghost Stories book has an inbuilt defense mechanism. Hello, I am Will Seaward. You probably recognize me by my luscious hair and my luxuriant beard and my curly moustache, my impeccable sense of dress, and that sort of thing. Panthers! Marvelous. So, everyone, doubtless you're here for some terrifying ghost stories. Oh, you can't see me. That won't do. How do I fix that? Ah, the wonders of now. What should I press here? What should I do? Can you hear me? Interesting. Excellent. That's good. That's good. Well, nothing spookier than someone not being able to use basic technology, eh? How did I don't know what I've done. Interesting. If I press this camera, how's that? That seems to have no effect. Did I flip the camera? Interesting. No, what? Interesting. Oh, is that WS? That's me. Sorry about this, everyone. We worked out an elaborate and excellent beginning to this, and it's been foiled by my idiocy. Yes, my old production manager, Abby, has just sent me a text saying, "Oh my God, Will," and she's quite right. Hello, Abby. Yes, I do indeed need a techie. Thanks, Abby. How the fuck does this work? Turn the camera back. There we go. And oh, hello. That seems to be. Oh yes, I flipped that back round. There we go. And if I look, it's me. Hello. Marvelous. Huzzah. Oh, now I must just not touch anything ever again. Super. Oh, hello. Gosh, what a surprise! It was I all along, Will Seaward. And yes, various people are messaging me to say well done in a sarcastic way. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all. Yes, and yay. Thanks, Abby. So, we're going to tell some ghost stories, everyone, and it's going to be very scary indeed. In fact, I heartily recommend getting some... I'm not on still. What? I don't know, Stan. I can see myself. Just up there in the corner. Yeah, Daniel's giving me a thumbs up, and he knows best. Marvelous, marvelous. Yes, time for the stories, anyhow. I heartily recommend a spot of screaming practice. So, everyone, scream for me. 1, 2, 3. Yes, very good, very good. Those of you at home, I can only assume you screamed brilliantly. Those I can see on the screen, good screams there. Well done. All right, time for tale. I'm muted. What? Right, stop messaging me, my friends. Marvelous. All right, on we go, everyone. Time for Ghost Story the First. It is indeed time to open the book called Danger. In we go. It was dark in the crumbly old graveyard. Very dark, exceedingly dark, spookily dark. There was some light there, but that light was invisible light, and as such, even more terrifying than ordinary darkness. It was also eerily quiet, almost as if all the sounds had died. And in fact, if you looked, there was a sign saying all the sounds on one of the gravestones, engraved with pictures of trombones being stabbed and treble clefs having the whirly bits at the top of them bashed in. There were no lanterns here. The only light came from a series of upwards pointing torches in the ground, buried pointing upwards so that it would look like everyone was going all the time. And since there was no proper light to flicker, other stuff did instead. Weird stuff, uncanny stuff, stuff that didn't ought to flicker, like bones and mold and dirt and hope. Think about one of those for a moment. How does mold flicker? Does it get wet and then dry again? Yes! Bats fluttered about. There were owls everywhere. And as if everything else was not spooky enough, someone had painted a scary face on the moon. Everyone knew that you didn't go into the crumbly old graveyard at night. Legend had it that the headstones were not headstones, but the skeletons of a race of werewolves shaped like squashy semicircles. Legend had it that the headstones were not headstones, but the teeth of a race of giants who used their teeth more for chewing than for cutting. Legend had it that the mist that wallowed around the bases of the stones was not mist, but the ghost of some fog. Legend had it that every other grave was a quick grave which would suck you in and make you dead. But what? This. There, wandering hovering around the grave's periphery like a pair of absolute asshats, were two young lovers, Clarence and Lulu. And, gosh, they were lovely. They were ever so nice and ever so in love. He'd spent the last 17 years tending lambs on the raging sea. She had spent the last 5 sowing blossoms onto other blossoms. They were young. They were clean. They had nice hair. Later in life, they planned to have 1 billion children and name them after pleasant things such as raspberry smell and the experience of looking at a fjord. What the heck were they doing here? They were lost. Poor asshats. They'd been out for a delightful meal of strawberry fool and loganberry idiot. But alas, on their way home from their picnic, their horse had exploded. They'd tried asking for directions, but everyone had looked so suspicious, and what was worse, these particular suspicious characters were fully embracing of suspicious's status as an ambiguous adjective, in that they were looking both as if they were worthy of suspicion, and as if they themselves were suspicious personally of everything else. This they expressed predominantly by squinting frighteningly. Also, their compass was counterproductively enthusiastic. Instead of just pointing north, it had decided to go one better by demonstrating what north was like. This it did mostly by wearing a flat cap and calling people lass. Those of you who are not in the UK, those are attributes of the north of the United Kingdom. Or at least the people from there. The north doesn't wear a flat cap. That would be mad. That would be mad. Anyway, now it was dark. And now they were lost. And now they were here. They couldn't possibly go around the crumbly old graveyard. Its vastness was too vast. They'd have to go through. Suddenly, an energetic zombie vole popped up and dislodged one of the upwards pointing torches. It was a good torch, a high-quality torch with helium batteries and lithium lamps. And its strengthly beam easily caught a small, raggedy house constructed from bits of stolen gravestones and the slabby bits from the tops of tombs. Above the door, someone had written the words, "Old Graveyardy Charlie's House," in letters plundered from the fronts of gravestones, like one of those ransom demands with bits of torn-up magazine. It was an idea which worked better in theory than in practice, because practically quite a lot of what's on the front of gravestones is R.I.P. So poor old Graveyardy Charlie had only really succeeded in writing Rild Rippity Rapi Rouse. But everyone got the idea. And that's what counts. Furthermore, there was a sticky-out arm bone sellotaped to one side, doing a thumbs up, and in the window, a smiley corpse head. They were charmed. and rightly so. "Hello!" they called. Out came old Graveyardy Charlie. He was a small man, with a beard shaped exactly like the county of Yorkshire, the spookiest county there is, and with "Monster in my pockets" sellotaped to his teeth. When he reached them, which took a long time because his front door was an enormous granite slab, and when he heard their plan to go through the crumbly old graveyard at night, old Graveyardy Charlie's already very frightening face smooshed itself into a spooky, facey face goo of horror. "Go through the crumbly old graveyard," he said in a pirate voice. "You can't, you mustn't, bang, no one never has. Leastwise they had been and never come out the other side." And he pointed. They looked at the end of his finger, and then some more distance was a pile of rusting tourist coaches with things like "Association of Skittish Duchesses Annual Jaunt" written on them. Those duchesses had arrived all right, but they'd never returned again. Clarence and Lulu were distraught, but old Graveyardy Charlie seemed to have a thought, for he mushed his face again, this time into a telling people good things paste. "I tell you what," he said, "I'll give to 'ee what I never did give them duchesses." And he reached deep inside his beard, at exactly the place where Wakefield would have been, and pulled out two small novelty kazoos shaped like tombstones. "Blow on these," he said, "at your greatest hour of need, and I'll come and get ye." "It'll be all right, Clarence," said Lulu. "We'll get through." "Yes," said Clarence, "as long as we have each other." And they held hands, and in to the toomy labyrinth they stepped. There were all sorts of graves in the crumbly old graveyard. There were crypts and family tombs and great barrows with spears sticking out of the top. Sometimes Clarence and Lulu would stop to read the inscriptions graved upon the stone. For example, "Clusabel Joan died of being in a volcano. Abel Buttock died of Romans. Gloomantrude Erbaflu, crushed by her own ridiculous name. Diocletius Flame, also crushed by Gloomantrude Erbaflu's ridiculous name. Sometimes the mist that swirled at the bottoms of the stones obscured crucial parts. For example, Clarence attempted to read a stone. "Ferolius Dank," he read, "something obscured by the mist of stabbing." But What of stabbing? Critic of stabbing? Connoisseur of stabbing? There's no way of knowing, 'cause you missed. All of a sudden, Lulu stopped. Look, Clarence, she said, and she pointed. Clarence did look. There, beyond them, were precisely 55 to 56 graves, arranged in an exact tourist bus arrangement. They were just near enough to read the nearmost of the gravestones. Concordia, Duchess of somewhere, extremely skittish. It's the Duchesses, cried Clarence. But how did they get here? Who killed them? Who buried them? There was no time to think on such things. On and on and on they went, deeper and deeper into the crumbly old graveyard. And as they did, the ghosts grew bolder. They didn't trouble them yet, but they swirled around, still bearing the scars and signs of the things that had killed them. One ghost still had an elephant on him, but most, like the majority of ghosts, seemed to have been killed by having a sheet put on them. It was unbelievably distressing. Suddenly, Lulu started jabbering incoherently. Stop it, Lulu, said Clarence. You're talking crazy. But he was wrong. Lulu wasn't talking crazy. She was talking Jay-Z. So frightened was poor Lulu that she had sought solace in the comforting world of rap music. I got the Rat Patrol on the Gat Patrol, foes that want to make sure my casket's closed, said Lulu. They had no real idea how deep into the graveyard they'd got by this point, but they assumed that they must be at least near the center, because Tim Burton was there, behaving unpleasantly. All of a sudden, the path stopped. One day you're cruising in the 7, the next day you're sweating, forgetting your lies. Alibis ain't matching up, bullshit catching up. Hit with the repo, they repo your vehicle, said Lulu. The ghosts were closing in. Clarence and Lulu hugged what remained of the path. Stay back! Stay back! Cried Clarence, ripping up his shirt with such force that flying buttons hit and killed people in Germany, revealing a tattoo of him being nice to a foe. Frenziedly, the two young lovers rummaged in their picnic basket, hoping desperately to find something that would be of use in defeating the ghosts. Lulu at one point thought she'd found a useful proton pack. But alas, she was quite mistaken. It wasn't a proton pack. It was a protein pack. It was just full of cheese and chorizo bites, entirely useless against ghosts. Clarence reached for the sword that had been gifted to him by Lord Onsware. But tragically, Lord Onsware was spectacularly inbred. He'd given Clarence not a sword, but a spinning jenny. A piece of mind-blowingly obsolete sort of early industrial equipment. So obsolete, in fact, that it had been supplanted by the spinning mule, like 5 years or something after it had first been invented. Arguably, nothing Lord Onsware could possibly have given Clarence would have been less useful. The ghosts were closing in. Stay back, they cried again. The ghosts were reaching out for Clarence with pointy, linen-y claws. It was the last possible moment. Lulu reached for her novelty kazoo, brought it to her lips, and blew. As Lulu was sucked into her novelty kazoo, disappearing from sight, Clarence just had time to read the inscription on the tombstone behind her, the one at exactly the point where the path had disappeared, before he himself was also sucked into his own kazoo. It read, "Here lies old graveyardy Charlie. Had a beard that looked just like Yorkshire." I told you the story would be terrifying! What were you possibly thinking getting me to read that? Oh dear. Oh, well, I am extremely frightened. Wait, hold on. Do you hear that noise, everyone? Not the actual noises you can genuinely hear, the cool-ass music and that. No, do you hear that noise that isn't actually there? Why, it's a sort of ticking sound. Why, it's coming from this floorboard. Let me just wrench this floorboard up conveniently out of shot. Just a moment. Oh, it's very tightly nailed down. Fortunately, I'm strong as a lobster. There we go. Marvelous. Oh. How peculiar. There's nothing under here at all except this classic 1990s video cassette. One of the lovely old VHS sorts. I'm just going to hold it into the light so you can see it. Oh, look at that. Isn't it delightful? Oh, why, this has calmed me right down. It's filling me with waves of pleasing nostalgia. I think I'm going to rub it on my face. Just a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is very pleasant. Oh, that's loads better than when I rub DVDs on my face. And Blu-ray. Oh, this is... Hold on. I'm starting to feel a bit peculiar. This is... Sorry, we might have to end the broadcast. Hello? Is this thing on? What? You mean the high-tech VHS recording device you're holding in your hand? Yes, I think so. Oh, good egg. Well, hello, the future, and welcome to our video diary of our camping trip. Let's all introduce ourselves. Hello, my name is the satisfaction at having inflated a particularly large balloon. Hello. Hi there. I'm the secret enjoyment of an Enya song. Hello. I'm the relief at having overcome one's initial aversion to jelly. Hello. My name is that particular form of the poetic sublime encountered when watching a film set in the past. And We're really unwisely going on a camping trip to the swamp. Yeah! Because wisdom is for philosophers. I hate philosophers. Everyone hates philosophers. I once killed 2 philosophers. Well, we're driving to the swamp now. There's the hitchhiker we picked up. Say hello. He's great. I like how transparent he is. I like how naked he is. Where did you say you were going again? Your nightmares. What a hoot. Well, I'm just going to point the camera out the window. Okay, as you can see, it's raining human tears. And there's an angry mob wielding pitchforks. I wonder what they're chasing. Probably just the ghost of some hay. Yeah, probably. Hey, shut up, you two. Shut your stupid open mouths. We're nearly there. Did you need dropping off? Oh, the hitchhiker has mysteriously vanished. Oh, well, here we are. The swamp. Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Brilliant. Look at all this slime. Yeah, brilliant. Great. Awesome. Are you sure this is the right place? Well, let me just have a look in the guidebook. 2 seconds. Okay. Crumbly old graveyard. Volcano Island. Paris. Yep. The swamp. This is us. Okay, everyone. We'd better pitch our absolutely flimsy, completely unprotected, useless tents. Over and out. Goodbye. Good heavens, everyone. I'm so sorry. That seems to have been one of those haunted videos. Why? Why did I rub it on my face? That's the most surefire way of getting possessed by a haunted video. And those campers, they're in great danger. You can't camp in a swamp. What are they going to pitch their tents in? Nothing. Idiots. Oh, no, hang on. There's that sensation again. Hold on to your butts, everyone. We're going back in. Ha-ha, me hearties. Here be the treasure chest. Let's get her open. Har-har, har-har. Right, heave ho. 3, 2, yeah. Oh, alas, this bain't a treasure chest at all. 'Tis a coffin for an oddly cuboid vampire. Run, me hearties, run! Thank goodness cubes are very slow. Sorry, everyone. Someone seems to have taped over that bit with an exciting film about pirates. Here we go. Okay, it's nighttime now. Our car fell into the swamp while we were pitching the tents. So, if anything tries to chase us, let's hope it's shaped like a cube. Okay, I'm just going to pan the camera around the swamp now. There's the swamp. As you can see, it's sort of glowing yellow. It's crawling hideously over itself. And there's a version-y. He's just cleaning up after dinner. And there's the secret enjoyment of an Enya song, dancing happily. And, there's a giant, terrifying, hideous beast with claws instead of nails, and nails instead of claws, and claws and nails instead of teeth, walking towards us through the swamp. Did I mention how absolutely substandard our tents are? Oh well, over and out. See you in the morning. Oh no, they're in more trouble than I suspected. Curse that guidebook! Curse that guidebook! More specifically, in fact, curse this guidebook! Ooh, curse your guidebook! Imagine the untold horrors that must lurk within that swamp, everyone! I'm being very serious. Imagine them! Yes, probably that! Oh, it's terrible, it's horrible. So I'm going back in. Just a second. Here we go. Oh. Look, it's the guidebook they have. Phew, lucky the moment of possession left me for a moment there. Oh no, it's coming back. Well, morning now, and it's breakfast time. Let's barbecue some of those dubious lumps of matter we found hanging out in the swamp. Hey, where's the secret enjoyment of an Enya song? Where's the secret enjoyment of an Enya song? Secret enjoyment of an Enya song, where are you? Oh, look at that. Sublimey, look at that. Words. Words. Words written somehow on the swamp itself. Yeah, swamp words. Remember that time you thought you'd seen a big lizard and it actually just turned out to be the edge of Cornwall? No, look, Sublimey. Your friend is gone, and you'll be next. It's a portent. It really is. It's a very portent. You can neither pitch it nor shelter beneath it. It's barely even a tent at all. Even our tents are better than that, and they're shit. Mine's just a shirt on a stick. It's a very poor tent indeed. No! Not a portent, a portent, like an omen. Oh, well, it's both really, isn't it? Look! We've got to call the emergency services. Our friend has probably been eaten by a swamp beast. I can't believe you just said that. I'm sorry. As a member of the business community, I am incredibly skittish. The mere whiff of socialism is sufficient to make me stop making money out of fear. I am scared of things beyond human words. The thought of a friend of mine being eaten by a swamp thing is not even a concept I'm able to process, because if I did, I'd probably collapse in on myself like a frightened star. I propose, instead of worrying about things and talking the swamp down, we relax by relaxingly skimming our phones across the surface of the swamp to see who can get theirs the furthest away. Because I'm so very right-wing, I imagine it'll be me. Oh no, everyone! This is terrible! They're about to sever all communication with the outside world! There's only one thing for it. I've been possessed by this for quite some time now. I think I understand how it works. If I strain very, very, very hard, I think I can work my way into the video. All right, bear with me for a moment, everyone. I'm just going to make some straining noises. Here we go. No, still here. Oh, look! A dazzlingly handsome loud man. Why, he's just like Rembrandt, but sexier and louder. Yes, excellent. It's worked. I'm in. Excellently named campers. Stop! Stop! You must put your mobile telephones away! And then take them out again and use them to communicate with the emergency cells. With the emergency... With the... Blast! 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 I wasn't strong enough. I'm here again. Oh, here we go. Well, it's morning again now. Strange thing happened last night. A big fat lord came and told us not to throw our phones into the swamp. But then, also too, I'm not sure, it was obscured by some buzzing noises. Anyway, we did. Where's Sublimey? I really want to tease him about the fact that he did not win the phone skimming contest. Sublimey! Oh, that's odd. He seems to have torn his tent into 1,000 bloody shreds. Must be a Tory thing. Sublimey! 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 Come on, tell us about Adam Smith or something. Sublimey! Oh, there he is. Inside the swamp. He's being held up by that massive clawy hand with teeth and nails instead of claws. He's flopping around very amusingly. All right, Sublimey. Aversiony, why don't you go in and get him? Well, they're doomed. It's just me now. All my friends have died. I know there's no hope for me. So, I'm going to finish making this video. And then, I'm going to throw it in the direction of Brixton, where I believe videos will be the next really cool thing around 2019. Hopefully someone will watch it, and someone will know something. No, I'm back. Well, sorry everyone. We'll just never know how that ended. Well, enough of that being possessed. Probably time for another spooky tale. There must be another book around here somewhere, so you could read that guidebook. That might be fun. No, you're a skull. Good heavens, everyone. This is profoundly exciting. Why, just down here on the floor is a pith helmet. Yes, an explorer hat. Oh, a happy relic of the bloodless days of Victorian exploration. Oh, look at... heavens, everyone. This isn't just a hat. This isn't just any explorer hat. This is a hat diary. It's the diary of an eminent Victorian explorer written on the inside of their own hat. How ingenious. And just a second, everyone. This isn't just any explorer. This is Sir Gerald Explosion. No one's heard of him these days, but back in the day, he was extraordinarily famous. Well, I think for the good of everyone, I'd better read this out. What do you say, everybody? I'm assuming you said yes. All right, here we go. Prepare for some strong history, my friends. Dear Hat, I, Sir Gerald Explosion, am a dangerous man. My socks are made of poisoned darts. My trousers are made of disregard for my own safety. I stole my shirt off a big ninja. My jacket I stole from a walrus. My moustache is actually two sharks kissing. I like Sir Gerald Explosion, but he also frightens me quite a lot. Runs an ordinary headline of today. Winner of 1,000 knife fights. Breaker of 1,000 sexy hearts. I, Sir Gerald Explosion of Explosion Hall, Ghent, am currently riding a camel in Egypt. I remember the first day I decided to come to Egypt. I remember it well, and always will, for it was the day I nearly caught Captain Jack Sparrow. I was in the Museum of Dodgy Shit, which was looking rather shabby at the time because the bastard government had decided that corporate tax avoidance is more important than museums. On my way in, I passed cabinets full of spooky artifacts, an hourglass full of quicksand, a molten banker, a voodoo child, one of those mermaids made of a fish stapled to a monkey, an oddly cuboid vampire, and some pirates that had been found in its stomach. And I recognized them all, for it was I, Sir Gerald Explosion, who had sourced them all from the spooky corners of the universe. But one cabinet lay empty, and damn it, I was determined to fill it. Fill it specifically with the spooky, glowy amulet of Pharaoh Dahoseth the Evil, legendarily lodged within the spiky pyramid of Dahoseth the Evil. What does it do? I asked the museum's curator, the amulet. What does it do? No one knows, he answered in his wheezy voice, but it's guarded by, and then I shot him with my socks, because that's the sort of thing I do. So, here I am, in Egypt, and there, before me, is the sharpest, pointiest pyramid in all of the world. None of your whoopsie-doopsie isosceles triangles here. The spiky pyramid of Dahoseth the Evil is so pointy you can hear the sky going out. As I write, the sun blazes down, and not for the first time, I regret the fact that I am writing on my own hat. Sandstorms swirl around me. Sandworms nip at my flanks. The exterior of a pyramid, that's not a thing. The exterior, no, he has written a pyramid. The exterior of the pyramid, must be a Victorian thing, appears flawless. But I am in possession of a secret map drawn on the skin of a vole, which I acquired in an adventure involving dragons that there is no time to relate here. The door was easy for me to find, and once I had opened it and scattered the local grave robbers milling around by going boo and killing them, I dismounted from my camel, took a refreshing sip of local native, and in I went. Dear Hat, from my experience of Toblerone, I expected the pyramid to be full of nougat. But no, it was not full of nougat. It transpired the pyramid was instead full of darkness. Have made a mental note to market a chocolate full of darkness. Think it will sell. Alas, my torch will not light in this feeble ancient air, and I am now hilariously, continuously bumping into things. It is hard for me to write in this darkness. I'm afraid that bit was quite illegible. Dear Hat, I'm getting close. Scary traps, such as staircases that immediately turn into slides and wobbly mirrors that look uncanny and strange of my reflection, plague me continuously. There are curses floating about everywhere. I must be careful. Yesterday, I fell into one, and all my hair turned into palm fronds. Very, very annoying. The Pharaoh's household are all around, strangely wrapped in bandages. There are many cats, which I take to be a warning against curiosity. Oh. Tomorrow, I brave the main chamber. Hieroglyphs warn me not to disturb the tomb. I will try. Dear Hat, how the fucking hell was I supposed not to disturb this bastard tomb? It is full of jingling bells and whoopee cushions. I hate this pharaoh. Anyway, I obviously disturbed it. And when I did, I heard an ominous rumbling. And the pharaoh came at me. There he was, Dahoseth himself, his arms stretched out like this. He was going to nudge me to death. Oh no! I shot him hard, but it didn't kill him. It just made him go, which was very amusing. I laughed for some time, and then he nearly got me, but I did escape. And now I write in complete darkness. I'm very, very hungry. I've been hiding out for days. The proton pack that I brought with me in defense against the ghosts I imagined I'd find is worse than useless. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some cheese and chorizo bites. Wait! What's that? I just heard a mumbling, a muffled noise. What's that? A crashing. He's coming through the wall. He's coming through the wall! He's badly injured. He's just stopped and collapsed. He's not moving at all. It looks very sad. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. The Egyptian mummy seems to have just died. What a shitty end to the story. No, I'm not having this. I'm not having this for a moment. Everyone, I'm going to need your help. Once again, I am going to call upon you to shout. You'll have been screaming continuously through this, so it shouldn't be much more of a burden on your housemates, families, or pets. So, everyone, I would like you at the top of your voices to shout with me, I believe in Egyptian mummies. All right, here we go, everyone. I believe in Egyptian mummies on 3, 2, 1. I believe in Egyptian mummies. That's it. Louder, everyone. I
believe
in
Egyptian mummy.
I
believe
in
Egyptian mummy.
I believe.
Thanks, Jam with Humans Band. That was lovely. And thank all of you. All right, let's get the hat back. Let's see if that worked. Oh, shit. The Egyptian mummy has come back to life. I now regret celebrating by removing all my clothes and tying myself to this wall. Ah. Yes, all right, everyone. We can fix this. Everyone, shout with me now. Once again, I don't believe in Egyptian mummies. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I don't believe in Egyptian mummies.
I don't believe.
All right. Let's see if that worked. No, didn't work that time. Alas, the Egyptian mummy is now walking towards me, its arms outstretched. Oh, the unspeakable horror, a fate of being nudged until I die. Well, with nothing to lose, I now willingly confess to the horrible murders of... Wait! From the gloom! two shapes. What's this? Doseth looking round. Why? It's two young lovers. One of them's got a stupid name, like Blue Blue Blue. Wait, what's that? One of them's got a spinning Jenny. Of course. How did he know? A spinning Jenny, the one device absolutely guaranteed to be able to defeat an Egyptian mummy. Oh, Doseth's interested. He's going to have a good close look. That's it, fuckhead. Go and have a look at your industrial heritage. Oh, it's got him. He's unraveling. Oh, it's wonderful and horrible to look at. He's bandages all the way down. There's nothing to him but bandages. Wait, what's this? There, something in the middle. Something shiny, something glowy, something red. Why? It's the amulet. It's mine. Oh dear, everyone. The rest of the tale seems to be written in a different hand. I'll continue. As Doseth the Evil unraveled in the spinning jenny, he screamed the scream of an ancient god king being defeated by a piece of 19th century agricultural equipment. Sir Gerald got closer. His arms were outstretched like this. He was reaching for the amulet. He took it, and suddenly he too gave a heart-rending scream. The scream of somebody whose insides were turning to linen. All Clarence and I could do was watch aghast as the amulet claimed its new guardian. It's just signed LLL. And that's the end of the hat, everyone. But what? Tell you what, actually, Mr. Trick not putting this on the skull, didn't I? What happened to Clarence and Lulu? Well, everyone, I'm afraid even that I don't know. I choose to believe that they lived on in ancient Egypt, that they opened a business, perhaps selling octopodes or statues of boxes. There's no way of knowing. But either way, I can safely say that Clarence and Lulu never went into the crumbly old graveyard again. And so conclude our tales for tonight, everyone. Oh, how utterly terrifying! What fun! Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much, the Jam Society and the Jam with Humans Orchestra, for having me, you loveliest of people. I couldn't hear them at all, but I assume they sounded amazing, because they always do. They are absolutely superb. Have excellent quarantines, everyone. Hope everyone's safe and well. And stay safe and well if you can. We'll all get through it. Thanks, everyone. I don't know the appropriate way of ending this, so I'm just going to look frightening until Daniel tells me what to do.
I will take it away, Will. Thank you so much for everybody joining us. Thank you so much for all the 14 people who have joined all the way through this stream. Thank you so much. This has been really lovely. to be able to play with Mr. Will Seaward. Spooky ghost stories during quarantine night. What better theme for the quarantine? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this has been lovely. I just want to present those who made this night possible. We've had very, very important on the tech side, our director and producer, Mr. Yuri. Yuri, can you give a wave to the people? Yes.
Hooray!
Very well. That is Yuri. Thank you so much, Yuri. Also, thank you so much. On the guitar, we've had Chris, spooky Chris, our very, very good Italian guitarist all the way in Amsterdam. Thank you so much for joining. And well,
Hooray!
anyway, give it once more for Mr. Will Seaward. Yes, give it up. All everyone at home. Yes, please clap. I can hear if you clap. Yes. Okay. I'm not sure which camera to look at, if it's this one or this one. I'm not entirely sure which one because Yuri is directing. He is pointing, but I cannot see in the screen. Yeah, it's that one. That one. Okay, perfect. Very well. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And this has been obviously Mr. Will Seaward, and we are Jam with Humans, group from Amsterdam, who you might not know, play improvised music. All the music you've heard today, except for Will, who did not hear the music, was totally improvised to Will Seaward stories. This was very, very lovely. This was a dream come true. We hope to be able to do this live at some point. Meanwhile, we are going to keep a schedule of streaming shows. We usually have a monthly show live in Amsterdam called the Jam Society, which we are now streaming live from our own homes with guests from all over the world, particularly in next Saturday at 10 o'clock Amsterdam time. It's going to be a little bit late because of the time zones of the other guests who are really, really spread all over the world. And yes, tune in. The website is Jam with Humans, the Jam Variety Show. Whoops. jamvarietyshow.com. The website again is jamvarietyshow.com. Anyway, you can follow Jam with Humans. We are going to bring you programming just like this one. Also, Mr. Will Seaward is taking donations. If you enjoyed this show, we consider donating for this show. You can find it, the link right in the description on the YouTube. Anyway, the link is not hard to follow. It's paypal.me/Will Seaward. That's not very hard. Anyway, the link is over in the description. Also, the link is over at jamvarietyshow.com/online, where we have our regular scheduling. Anyway, this has been Daniel with you from Jam with Humans, and I wish you farewell. I hope everyone is safe, and goodbye.